The following content are the expressed thoughts, views, ideas, and opinions of the individuals and guests of the Nerds Have Spoken podcast. This podcast may contain adult language and themes not suitable for children under the age of 17. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Please stand by while we wait for the cast of the Nerds Have Spoken. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Jason Lowry on the Nerds Have Spoken. I'm here with my partners in crime. I got Wolfenstein, I got Heroes for the Holidays, and Coco Smooth. How you guys doing?
Cheers.
Yo, what's happening? You guys all right?
Not too bad, man. How was your guys' week?
Pretty good, man. It was pretty good. How about
I had something really crazy happen to me this week, guys, and
Yeah?
I still can't believe it. I'm excited, and it's just it goes to show you that you shouldn't give up your dreams. You should keep going.
Did you grow hair in different places?
No,
Oh.
shut up. I got a Target exclusive pre-order.
Wow.
managed to
Holy
find
shit.
I'm as
That's
shocked as
awesome.
you are.
Oh, wow.
What'd you get?
I got that.
Well, I guess we'll wait. We can bring that in Winter Hall, I guess.
Well, I didn't get it. I managed to pre-order. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So go ahead and talk about it then.
So I got the Flashpoint Batman and Thomas Wayne.
Nice.
Oh,
Got it.
nice.
The
Yeah.
maskless one, the one with no mask?
No, that is not out yet. Just the original masked one.
Okay, so what's the point? Okay, so help me understand this, Wolf.
Yeah.
One, I guess this is two questions. Are you upset that they revealed the maskless one afterwards?
I'll be honest, I don't get it. I think why not come with a separate head?
Right. Okay.
And whatever sword that is. Other than that, I don't know if I'm in on that one or not, to be honest. But
That was my second question. Are you going to buy that one too?
I don't know. Might pass on them. I don't think I need that.
Yeah.
I would have loved additional head sculpt to have that option.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'm in for another 25 just for that. I don't think I am. We'll see.
Fair enough. I had a pretty good week. It's the end of the month, and in our business, that's like the craziest. Just, you try to process everything you can for our bonuses and this, that, and the other. So it was cool. I had to, put a couple crazy customers in their place, but nothing outside the norm.
Did you have to choke slam them or something like that? Or
Figure
Nah,
four
man.
leg lock. Come on.
No chicken wing, no figure four, no Dean
Sharpshooter.
Malenko stuff, no Dean Malenko, man of 1,000 moves. No, but it was pretty cool. We kicked off our Heroes for the Holidays toy drive about a week ago, and we're already over. We're a little under half. Well, actually, we're over halfway of our mark. I think as of this morning, we're at 13 and some change. So
Nice.
our goal is 2,500. And I think the kids need it now more so than ever, especially with COVID as well. Some of these kids will be in the hospital for sickle cell related stuff and COVID-19. So, yeah, man. So it's been a pretty cool week.
No, I got a quick question on that. So are you guys only accepting your donations and everything? Are you accepting only money, or are you accepting also people sending you toys and everything too?
So in the past, we've accepted both, but
Okay.
because we have to purchase the items and ship them directly to the hospital from like a Amazon or Five Below will ship and drop there. We can only do cash or monetary donations this year. Due to just COVID and the restrictions, and the reason why we started earlier, because normally we don't start until November raising funds, but we started in October, was because of shipping delays, and the election has got things slowed down due to mail-in ballots and stuff like that. So we didn't want to not do it or do it to a point to where it was so late we couldn't get the stuff to the hospital so they can get it in the hands of these children and their families.
Nice.
There you go. What about you, Yul? Coco Smooth.
I gotta
He
say
muted
that
for a second.
I gotta say that this has been the highlight of my week, as far as just
There you go.
fun goes, because it's been a brutal work week. Plus, honestly, and real talk, because we haven't had a robot convention that we attended this year at all.
Mhm.
That was the one like event that I usually look forward to the most, that helps kind of balance the whole year. And man, I tell you, there is nothing worse for me than this time of the year, because I am prone to fits of spiritual and mental attacks just because of the I guess the sun or the daylight savings time frame. It messes me up bad.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that for sure.
so like sometimes even the stuff that you buy, or the things that you normally do to that you think make you happy, all of a sudden tastes like ash in your mouth a little bit, and you're wondering why. It's supposed to make me happy, but
He said ash, not ash.
Jason.
no.
I hear you. I hear you. I don't know how early you have to be at work, but I got to be there at 7 a.m, and then I don't get off until 6, and then on some Mondays, late, like 8 o'clock. So I'm there when it's dark, and I'm leaving when it's dark, and that will affect
that screws with you big time. That shit happens to me.
So I find myself having to make sure that I step outside our department to, look outside and see the sun during the day, because if I don't, it's always dark,
No,
it's kind of depressing seeing like that too, especially with that time change with everybody.
definitely
And
can be.
Literally just happened today, like last night. What was it? We were up, like Darius was over, my buddy Lewis was over. We're all hanging out. And then we're up playing games and everything else last night. And then we're like, okay, cool. It's like it's about 2 o'clock. All right. And then bam, it hit. It said 1 o'clock. And I'm like, oh shit, it's going to hurt tomorrow morning.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. So how was your week, Jay? You had a good week? Decent week?
It was something like that. Not a lot of people know I got injured. And I am on crutches right now. So I'm dealing with that. They don't want me doing any driving or anything crazy like that for at least 6 weeks, which is going to be fun. So
stick your foot somebody's ass too hard.
it's hard to remove that size 15 out of somebody's ass sometimes, But no. I had a mishap. I had a fall and I hit my right thigh and hip area on the edge of a concrete step. So,
not good.
All right, we got Damon Batt popping in here. Hey, what's up,
There
Damon?
we
How's
go.
it going?
Agent Venom.
Oh, hey.
What's up, man?
You're coming through pretty
me
clear.
okay?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys just great.
All right, cool.
Fantastic.
Well, we can go ahead and introduce Damon. Damon's a friend of mine. A lot of people probably remember him from TF Cons as one of the artists, the official artist there. And he's got a lot of news coming up. And I'm pretty sure we'll get into that here in a little bit. So, Damon, why don't you give a quick introduction of who you are and what you do?
Well, you kind of covered it, but yeah, I've been doing artwork for a long time. We can talk about it a little later, but
yeah,
Hasbro's kind of got me in a deal right now. Been doing TFCon for quite a few years. Just been in the fandom off and on through different capacities.
Nice. Yeah, I remember I met Damon back in Charlotte years ago, buying prints off of him, and it was pretty interesting. So, and then we've been talking on and off ever since. So, glad to have you on here, dude.
Yeah, well,
Finally, it's been definitely.
Oh, thanks.
Cool
when you say Charlotte, which show was TFCon or was it Shardacon?
It was TFCon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were there. I think, what is it? Brandy was sitting next to you or something like that, selling stuff too, or something like that.
Yeah, Brandy. Brandy's my colorist. I've been using her for a while. She's one of the ones that got me in. She contacted me on Deviantart, asked if she could use some of my artwork to color, and I was like, sure, why not? And then she signs up for Shardacon and TFCon, and she's like, all right, got tables. Come on down. I was like, all right. And that's what actually kind of what got me pushed into it.
Nice. All right. Well, we're gonna start getting into. We do basically. How's your week? So, how was your week? Did anything crazy happen? Anything going on?
I don't know. As far as collecting wise, got a few things. Picked up. Finally got not sure who was it. MMC, Brawl. So that way, and Swindle. So I get make their MP Bruticus.
Nice.
I want to get all that out of the way before Defensor comes out.
Yeah.
And then I got lucky, and I was on Amazon, and I collected a lot of Halo stuff. And they had the new Halo Pelican for Mega Blocks. They had it on there for like 100. Normally it's like 150, and I was just like, oh, done. So, and all that'll be here Monday. So, and got lucky wandering through the store. They had all the He-Man stuff at Walmart, so I was like, hey, I'll grab all that. Other than that, pretty quiet week.
Nice, man.
Nice. What about our other guest, Yul? How was your haul for the week? Did you get anything?
He's on mute. He'll be back in a second.
All right. Why don't you go continue? Why don't you go?
Go ahead, Wolf. What you got, man? What you pick up this week?
Should I start with that pile or that pile? Let me back the truck up.
All right.
Uh-oh.
It's been a few weeks. We didn't have a show a couple weeks ago, and
it's all beer.
I got a cider.
Pumpkin cider?
Or you get white girl wasted with the pumpkin?
Pumpkin Jack. I might, just for your information.
Yep.
I don't care what you think of me either. All right, we'll start over here. First up, we got the NECA Back to the Future Marty McFly.
Nice. Starting to see a lot of that out there now.
Yeah, my first NECA product. I'm very looking forward to being pissed off.
Really?
Dude, I'm kind of jealous because I want to get that.
I'm looking forward to the joints not working.
Little hair dryer.
Heat it up. Heat it up.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the Marvel Legends pile. Loose Marvel Legends. First up, we got. Who is this?
Jessica Jones.
Thank you. I forgot. Brain fart.
From the Netflix series.
Yeah, from the Netflix series. We got Valkyrie from Endgame.
Nice. Is that the white suit one? Nice. Good
yes,
stuff.
it's the one I wanted.
Yeah.
We got Star-Lord and Ego. I just wanted this figure, but it was a this one.
Oh man, you're going all deep into that.
It was a 2-pack, so.
Yo, does that say $35 for 2 loose figures? That's not bad.
No, if it says 15, it's even better.
Oh, sale of the day.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Yeah, shout out to D&E Collectibles. We have Heimdall, R.I.P.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Damn, dude, you're going deep in the MCU stuff, aren't you?
I love it. Yeah.
Even deeper. Look at this 2-pack. Ooh,
that's a good one too.
Helen's.
Nice.
We got Luis and the Ghost.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's a nice 2-pack. You can do so much with that Luis figure. So many different hits.
I like that one.
Yeah, man. He's actually sidebar real quick. He's probably one of my favorite characters from that movie, man.
Yeah. Like when he was in Ant-Man, he starts doing those tangent conversations and shit like that. Yeah.
Get to the point. I am.
They should have had him do an Endgame recap. But
I agree.
That would have been perfect.
I totally agree. Yes. 1,000%.
All right. Next up from my man Skinny Vinny. Help me out with this one.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Hondo.
Cloud Black Series action.
Such a good character in the show, man.
Damn, dude. Is that a whole pile next to you? Shit.
It's as tall as a small baby. Yeah.
Been a couple weeks, man. It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a couple weeks. We didn't have a story time last week. We didn't have a show the week before. Been busy.
Ooh, Azrael.
Oh, there you go.
Azrael from the multiverse. This thing looks cool as heck.
Yeah. I wonder, are they gonna do the one from the video game as well? Because I like that design.
I'm not familiar with that
series,
but I'm sure it's really good.
You gotta look at it. Look it up, man. I think you'll like that design.
Look it up.
Oh, yeah.
I'll look it up in a minute while you guys are talking. Next up, Joker.
Ooh, nice.
That's a nice one, dude. I kind of like that. That face sculpt is wicked too.
Yeah, that's the best looking Joker they've done so
This,
far.
like, if you look really close, like the paint on this is just amazing. Like his
Mhm.
teeth are all painted so
Mhm.
well. The inside of his mouth and
Yeah.
shit.
Got the crowbar.
He got a
That's
real
the
purr to
crowbar.
mouth.
Nice.
All right, next up, another well-painted figure. We got Affected Superman.
Oh,
Now he's
That looks
affected
good.
with Joker's toxin, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay,
Mhm.
got it, got
And
it.
again, just oh my god, the paint on this thing, can't even handle it.
McFarlane's killing it.
We got Batman Who Laughs with the Wings, Sky Tyrant wings.
Ooh.
Oh, so wait, there's a Build-A-Figure for this. Nice.
Yeah, this one too.
Okay, okay.
We got the
Nice.
Merciless, and that's also looking good. And number 3 in that wave, we got the Batman.
Now, which bat suit is that? That's the new 52?
Yeah, with gold emblem, gold
Okay.
everything. Got the merciless arms and a couple axes to mess your day up.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got Robin from Earth 22.
Oh, so you're gonna get a couple of those, or are you just gonna get
I'm
one?
on the lookout for the other 2 faces.
All right.
Those I do want, yeah. And last but not least, this came today.
Oh, Sunday drop
Damn.
off.
Something they drop off from Amazon. We got the
Ooh.
That Flash looks so dope.
the Flash, and I think is the Red Death.
Yeah, Batman from Earth 52.
Yeah,
that's what it
negative
says.
minus
Oh
52.
man, that looks good.
It's all beautiful, beautiful things. I'm very excited about all this. And that's all I got, boys.
McFarlane has been very Batman heavy, though. He
Mhm.
maybe that's just a license that he can secure, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna go all in." Then,
Yep.
cool. Yul, what you got, buddy?
You there, Yul?
I think he's frozen. And
Let
he's
it
gone
go. Let it go.
mute. All right, let's go to Damon. Damon, what'd you pick up this week? Do you have anything?
He kind of briefly said it, but yeah, there you go.
You want to show us anything?
Yeah, I picked up a few things. Picked up a bunch of comic books. That's actually what I did on Halloween.
Okay.
I was at one of the local comic shops signing autographs for a print I did, of which I am sending prints to you guys. So look out for all that stuff here soon. But as far as like toys, picking them up,
Surprise.
grabbed a bunch of He-Man stuff. Yeah. Don't worry, Laurie there. He's gonna get them all out to you. But I
Nice,
got
man.
the Mega Blocks Pelican set, normally like $150 set. I got it off Amazon for 100, so I was pretty happy about that.
Oh, nice.
Picked up a couple limbs for the third party Bruticus. Picked up Brawl and Swindle. They'll be here soon. And let's see what else. Working on finishing my Impossible Toys Quintessons.
That's a nice shelf.
So
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Oh wow.
that's some of that stuff. I got lucky is there was a guy on Facebook. Oh, needs to be dusted. He let me get the Quintesson journal here.
From Braun.
Bad
Oh,
Kid.
nice.
Yeah,
I had that. Yeah, I had
he
that.
let me
That was
have it
good.
for 15 shipped.
Oh, wow. That's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
just wanted it because it was the journal, but I have all the stuff in it, but it doesn't do me any good. So if you guys know anybody who wants the stuff inside of it, let me know. I'll send it to him for free.
Nice.
There you go.
But yeah, that's pretty much my week.
Dope.
Nice.
Good stuff. Having owned or still own that MMC set myself. What do you think about it, man? Damon.
With the Brutica set,
Yep.
I like it. I would have preferred maybe the feet to look a little better, a little more like the show,
Yeah.
in combiner mode. But as far as like them looking like the cartoon, that's what I'm looking for. That's all I really care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it looks
glad.
like the show, I'm happy. Everything was all the movement. It was put all of the stuff's put together really well. No problem with the paint. And I'm kind of a guy that got into the third party game late. I
Okay.
kind of strayed away from it, and then I realized, okay, Takara's never going to make these things. I better start scouting out who's going to do what, you know. And so, yeah, if you look back here on the shelf, there's quite a few little third-party things here and there, you know.
Yeah, I see that.
Nice, nice.
My
Little
Beachcomber.
Toys, little XTV.
Nice little shelf going on there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then down here, and I got a guy who 3D prints for me. You may recognize this gun
Oh yeah.
from an episode of
nice,
Transformers. Where you're like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that thing
Yeah,
from that
there
one
we go.
episode. I remember that.
That thing for that episode.
yeah, he freezes them all. They all get stuck in
remember.
like car
I
mode.
remember that one.
So I've got two
Yeah,
of
I
them.
just
I've got a
watched that the
G1
other night.
size and I've got a masterpiece size.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Also this too. Let's see here. Another one the guy made for me. In the very first 3-parter, the
Yeah.
gun that Starscream uses to test the Energon cubes.
Mhm.
Nice. Yeah, I actually
So
just got
I have
that
two
one.
of those. One in yeah. I send him artwork. He sends me toys.
Oh man, that's a good
Damn,
trade-off.
yeah, hell yeah.
Good
That's
stuff.
a win.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he puts in little requests. He'll be like, "Hey, can you draw Star Saber?" And I'll be like, "Already done here."
Yeah. Done.
I put in little requests for things.
There you go.
That's what's up, man. Yul,
right.
what about you, big fella?
All
Ready?
right. So this
Show
is
it to
one of
us,
the things
Daddy.
I got. You see it?
Ooh, yes.
The last one in
Ronin,
there.
baby.
This was the big deal this week. This is what everybody was trying to get. It was supposed to come out last week, but they only had like half of their shipments given out.
Mhm.
I don't know, it was a printing issue
I
or
picked
whatever.
that up. I
was
haven't
pretty
read it yet.
fortunate. Mine's just happened to come with a really nice print too at the LCS that I was at.
Oh
wow.
shit! Look at that.
Nice.
So I was pretty excited about
That's fire, bro.
that. Yeah.
That's a story I'm very interested in delving into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's everybody says that it's the ultimate comic of this year as far as like
Wow.
you don't have to be a fan of anything and read it and enjoy it. So
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. That's in my next queue after the Three Jokers.
this came in the mail today. The first appearance of Clown Hunter, the
Oh,
designer
nice.
issue, slab 9.8. You know how I roll.
Yeah. You're always grading all that shit.
Right? One of the first cover appearance of Codex,
Nice.
which I'm
That's
sure
a
they're going to
nice
turn into.
cover.
They're going to make it into a Marvel Legend at some point too. Pretty cool character. And Null.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, I couldn't help myself. I got my One Woke book.
There you go.
The Marvel first appearance of Star, second print, because this is her first cover appearance, and it's Monday. I like it.
There you
Trying
go.
to
Looks
position
good.
it so you don't see the glare. But yeah,
So
that
for
was
those
my.
of us who don't know you, who is Star?
So Star is this one alien character that shows up in the Captain Marvel book who has I think she has some kind of jewel that turns her into this powerful character, and she has
Reality Stone.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And she well, she looked like she got her buns kicked in the run of Captain Marvel, but then she had her own mini series, which kind of made me wonder, well, I guess she didn't just fall off the map after all. And the really cool thing is that she's going to be in Thunderbolts, which is my most favorite book. It's coming out in the next couple months, called under the King in Black series, Thunderbolts King in Black. I can't wait for that book, because she's going to be one of the cast members of the Thunderbolts in that
Nice.
series. So I'm pretty
There
excited.
you go.
Cool.
But that's
what's
as far
up, man.
that's all I really know about Star, to be honest, man. I try not to read my books, you know what I mean, because I have to keep it in that 9.8.
Just get the digital. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Does that wrap it up for you, Yul?
It does.
All right, cool beans. All right, let's head over to Lowry. What you get, man? We got another Brinks truck coming through.
No, not as much this week. But I will show you. I picked up. Remember how I was doing those oversized figure arts? What is it? The Iron Man figures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
so
night scale, right?
I got 3 more this week.
Okay, I see you.
I got the 3 Hall of Armors.
Oh, nice.
That puts me at 6 right now.
And you can stack on top of those too, right?
Yep. If you actually look in the back here, they supply stuff where you can stack them on back. So if they end up doing more than the more than the 6, then you can. So
Okay.
so I got that. Put this off to the side. Let's see here. I got me some Ewok action going on here. We got Tebow.
Cool.
You do without the glare.
Jumbo.
Still waiting for that.
I can't help
Yeah,
myself.
dude. I got to shout out to EE. He got me that.
Soft goods in there,
Uh,
or is that just all plastic, molded plastic?
it's just soft molded plastic. It looks like all over,
Okay,
but it's not bad.
nice.
Let's see here. I got some Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Let's go, Mesco.
Yep, from Mezco. This is the punk version, so it's going to go with the punk Joker that I have. So I got that. Let's see, what else did I get? Yeah, here we go. Shout out to EE for the nice trade. This is my 3rd one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I've never seen that before.
I just ordered my first.
Yeah. So, like I pre-ordered. What happened was I had pre-ordered initially the first one, and then I got it in the mail like 2-3 days later, like out of nowhere, because I guess I'm a Pulse member or I'm on their membership or whatever it is, the premium, and then I did a trade for EE on this, so I got this from him, and then I had another trade with somebody else of like some third-party transformers that I didn't need anymore that were redone, and so I ended up getting this is my 3rd one, so I'm done for the Quintesson pit
Man.
set. And speaking of Quintessons and everything, these actually came in the mail today. I got 2 Alicons.
Nice.
They're pretty nice. They're not bad
Those
for what
are
they
really dope. Yeah,
are.
for
But I mean, dude, they're if you look in here, like all that's painted, like everything.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm actually shocked for a Hasbro product it being that well painted and everything.
They hide
And
their
then-
head pretty well. It goes under the tail. That's pretty dope.
It goes underneath the tail.
Yeah,
That's
good
all
job.
painted also. Got those. And then the last thing I got this week, I got 2 things. So remember how I got the Baroness like a month or so ago from G.I. Joe? So shout out to Jed from Blackout and Shout. So we went on did a group buy for some bikes. Some of us wanted to get for Baroness. And dude, check it out. I got a Suzuki for her.
Oh, nice. That's what's up. That
Nice.
kind of looks
That
like
fits.
what she should drive in like a movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm
dope.
gonna put some Cobra stickers on here and everything, but it's not bad.
Mhm.
It's die cast.
like
It came with this and it came with this stand and everything with it. So
What's the company? Who makes it?
let's see here.
It's not the general.
No. It's they actually do it to where one of 2 things. They can either sell the bike just like this, or they can sell it to where it's like a model kit. I mean, dude, look, it even has suspension on the back and everything,
Nice.
too.
That's dope.
Mhm.
Everything. I can't remember who made it offhand.
No worries. Let me know.
Yeah. I'll send you a link to it because we ended up getting it overseas. I ended up getting it Moss Man from
Okay.
Master
From the
Universe
classic.
Classics.
Mm.
And yes, he is furry.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Flocked.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And my last thing for the week, I got me some Batman action from Figure Arts.
Yeah, that presentation is pretty darn good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you show the back. Yep. Got to.
Dude, look at this. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now the figure, it's a great figure. I like how they set it up. I think the cape is too heavy for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. But the way they did the cape and what they did with it's pretty cool. But I think it's too heavy of a material for it because it keeps wanting to fall down. So I have to use a stand with it.
Yeah, so mine stood pretty good because I ended up getting one too. But my major gripe on that wasn't really the cape because I mean I guess I seen that what everybody was talking about. The fact that the head doesn't swivel.
Well,
That's
it
a-
didn't in the movie. That's why.
I guess. Okay.
That's a good point, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
What'd you get?
Let's get over to Eric B here real quick.
Got a nice little mini haul over here, man. But I want to start off first by saying shout out to 3D Printing Forge, our main man Tyler. I got my
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
That's
what's
a
up.
shiny throne. That looks
yeah, man.
nice.
Yep. So that's pretty cool. Very well done. I may try my hand at painting it. I may not. Who knows? But also got a couple of extra goodies. So my Mayfex Deadpool, even though he has like trigger fingers, he does not come with guns. So he made me some mini guns there, some little submachine
Nice.
guns.
Nice.
So that was dope.
There
I'm
you
happy about that. So shout out to him. And I got a little extra bag of some other weapons for figures. So it's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
There you go.
Felt like Beachhead needed a rocket launcher. So we we're good
Who
there.
doesn't?
There you go.
Blow some stuff up. Or hey, maybe they'll make a bazooka and he needs a official bazooka instead of some futuristic laser bazooka.
hmm
That I'm sure that they would send out with that. Shout out to Storm Collectibles, man. I'm making a video game shelf, and this figure hit the mark.
Oh, there's my
Terry
favorite character.
Bogard. Yeah,
And who
man.
is that? From
Terry
the-
Bogard from
Fatal Fury.
King of Fighters. Yep.
Fatal
Fatal
Fury,
Fury,
King of Fighters.
and King of Fighters 98. So they're touting this as the King of Fighters 98 version, which comes with some extra stuff in the box. The box is huge, man. You know what? I actually do want to show you guys that box.
Show
The
us how
box
huge it is.
gigantic.
I've got it
Yeah.
too. It is a big box. It's full of stuff.
Yeah, it is
Is it?
full of stuff, and it comes with the like a Build-A-Figure piece almost for Raul. So it has like the his like orb back there.
Oh
where
yeah,
you get
yeah,
all
yeah.
4 characters, which is the other guys from King of Fighters. It makes that for him. But look how big this box is, bro. In comparison, like this thing is huge. Pause. But it's pretty big. Yeah, so that's cool. And then they also made the main character from Samurai Showdown, which is also very, very good. It
And
comes
what's the name of this
Maru.
character?
So I'm not going to butcher his name. Well, I'm gonna try it. I think it's Hamaru.
Aumaru.
Harumaru.
Hamaru.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
So, and it's a pretty good figure as well. I like the amount of accessories it comes with. What I do also appreciate is that it's not as stiff as the Ultra Street Fighter 2 Ryo and Ken, which is what made me get out of that line because their Saget was really good. But the Ryo and Ken, which were my centerpieces, weren't that great to me. So I ended up selling those off and sticking with the figure arts.
Now, did you get the older versions or the newer versions? Like
I got the
evil
Ultra. No, I wanted the evil versions as well. But when I seen these do what they did, I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna stay away from those. I might get them in the future because I did end up pulling the trigger on a pre-order for Jin, and I want Akuma because he was in both, Street Fighter and also in Tekken 7. So kind of want to set that up a little bit. Shout out to Lowry. I got my 3 liters is what I call them of the Power Rangers, the figure arts, and these are the event exclusive ones. So they're all maskless.
Cool.
So I got the White Ranger, Green Ranger. Both of them have the Tommy head sculpt. And then I got the Jason, which the Red Ranger also has the
Nice.
Red Jason head sculpt.
Looks good.
Yeah, man. I also got my Batman from '89, which is pretty cool. I dig it. Yeah, I like it. It works great with the '89 Batmobile. So if you have that and you want a Batman to go with it, it's perfect for that.
Which 89 Batmobile are you referring
The
to?
Lego one. The Lego one.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you show them the cape, how it fans out? This is what I think is one of the coolest things, the way the cape looks. It actually fans out like in the movie where he's flying.
Yeah, so you can do it. I took the pegs out. But yeah, the little pegs go right in each side of the cape, and then you can actually have him like he's gliding out like a hang glider.
Yeah.
With that. So that is pretty cool. I did like that effect. So it's dope. But the figure, I mean, it looks great. The color on it is perfect. The two head sculpts are cool. One with the side eye and the other one with the straight on look. You even have like smirk mouth that you can do as well.
The sassy edition.
Sassy face.
Yeah.
And then to stick with the figure arts realm of things, I did get a Loki. They finally released this figure. Shout out to the toy guy, not the toy guy, I'm sorry, Andrew from Toyco.
Yep.
He hooked me up with my figure art stuff. That's primarily who I get my figure art stuff through.
You're welcome.
I also got my Cap versus Cap from Endgame. And this one is dope.
Mine are coming this week.
Nice. Really well done. Nice paint on these figures. A nice amount of accessories. Can't wait till I get that shelf set up. And then shout out to Chris Pinkerton, man. He posted in the group when Amazon was doing their Black Friday deals, the Marvel Legends Family Tree pack. So I got the 3-pack of that.
Nice.
This Magneto will be going. So let me know if someone needs a Magneto, but I just got it for the Scarlet Witch and the Quicksilver because I'm getting the Matrix Magneto. Last but not least, I did also get some new headphones. So I took advantage of that Beats deal and I got these headphones. These are the Studio 3 wireless, which I use them corded when I'm podcasting. But yeah, so these were cool. I took advantage of that $199 sale and got some new ones. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. That's it.
Nice, dude.
Looks
oh man, so this is the spot Damon and Yul.
Wait. Wait.
What's that? What's that, Wolf?
I know we had some daylight savings time recently. Maybe we're all a little confused, but would someone on the panel please tell me what time it is?
Well, man, I think it's time to nerd up or shut up.
Yeah, that's right. All right, this is where we kind of get into it and everything else. I know you guys kind of came on quickly last minute, so
Damon's like, "What the hell?"
He's like, "Shit, I'm out."
I'm just like, whatever.
That smile and nod.
I can't
right?
clap though. I'm holding my phone.
Yeah. Just shake it up. Well, shake it up and down.
Whoa now.
But this is where we kind of do the lighthearted stuff. Yeah. Speaking of shaking up and down, oh Jesus, here we go. So we're going to start going through some of our lighthearted news real quick, and then we'll kind of go into the rest of the news and everything else, and then we'll kind of talk about like what Damon, what you want to talk about with your Hasbro news and everything else. So let me go ahead and share my screen here, and I'll go ahead and get this going. All right, so a woman was going through labor, and she made her husband stop at the elections office to vote first before she gave birth.
I love that woman.
That is a trooper.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
I can't. That's crazy. Like, I mean, can you just imagine being that one person? You're like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to stand at the back of the line. No, she's going through labor and she needs to do it now.
Yeah, I don't care
Just
who she's voting for. Just the fact that she's voting, like I gotta take advantage of this opportunity to vote before I go have this baby. Good stuff.
And it seems like there are a lot of people going out and voting right now. So if you haven't, go out and vote.
She can't vote afterwards?
She might still be in the hospital.
That's a long labor.
Yeah, you know, they keep you for like 2 or 3 days afterwards. So
so shout out to her and congratulations to them on their baby. I don't know if any of you people from New York or not, but did you see this is interesting. So they're in police ID'd a pastor accused of urinating on a female Delta passenger. Did you hear about this? This is so ridiculous.
I have
He
not.
was just trying to baptize her.
So this woman,
Dang.
yeah,
Whether she wanted it or not,
sorry,
she was
that's
getting
cool.
baptized.
yeah. So this woman was asleep in the airplane, and she woke up to this pastor just peeing on her, and 2:45 in the morning. Yeah, asleep.
Oh, Christ, I told you.
This is just weird. Like, yeah. And her initial reaction was, "He peed on me." Like, dude, I don't know. Oh, it looks like we lost you. He'll come back.
Sorry. That's good.
Dude, this is some of the weirdest shit I've seen this week.
So what exactly? Like that's crazy. So she just woke up to him. Was he asleep too?
It doesn't say anything about him being asleep. Like, he was up, awake. Maybe he was sleepwalking. I don't know. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom and thought he was at a urinal. I don't know.
That man was brought up in the R. Kelly way of talking to women.
Yeah, no shit. At least she was an adult.
I'll piss on you. I'll piss on you. I'll piss on you.
Wow, that's an oldie.
Yeah. And then, did you hear of the New York man falling
Yes.
into a sinkhole in the Bronx in a pit of rats?
Yo, that's Rat King, baby. Rat King.
God.
Can you just imagine? Like, he fell in, and they had the sidewalk closed and everything. He just fell in. He just got sucked into all that.
That kind of sucks, bro.
That's a supervillain origin story if I've ever heard one.
Yeah,
no
man.
shit.
You better call Robert D. Get that lawsuit. Get that bread, big fella.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this? This upcoming story, this is going to be a special one. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. Let me stop this stupid video from playing. For some reason, Fox News wants to try to play a video. There we go. Sorry about that. So, did you guys see Jeffrey Toobin was masturbating during a Zoom call? This guy,
yeah, I heard about that.
and this story is crazy. So this guy was on a Zoom call, right, with a bunch of people, and he thought they had to go take a break. For some reason in his mind, he thought it was fine to get butt ass naked, start jerking it in his work office, and didn't realize his Zoom was still on.
That's not what happened, Lowry. So here's what happened. So
okay,
he was.
I like what he had to say
call.
though. He's like, I didn't know the others could see me.
Right. Yeah. He was on a Zoom call. It was a work call, but he wasn't in his office. He was actually at home. And so he had another one set up. There was a break in between. And I guess he took that as an opportunity to rub one out, but he thought he turned his camera off and he didn't. And so, his coworkers, I mean, he came back to the call and it kind of acted like, hey, he coming to the call. Like he just came back from break, and his other coworkers was like, did he not just notice that he was checking?
Yeah, so it was a 10-minute break that they turned around and did based off of the article.
That's more than enough time to get one off.
Yeah, and, I mean, do what you need to do. But the funny thing was the description of the actual call was election simulation. So I was wondering, are they going to call it erection simulation? Like, if they're going to turn around and do that? Like,
because he was on to talk about like the upcoming election and the polling and this and the other, because he is a political commentator.
Yeah,
he's been on CNN, and he works for is that the New York Times?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It sucks, man, because I like Jeffrey Toobin, but you can't be doing that, bro.
Look, I don't see what the big deal is. I do it on our meetups all the time. You guys just don't know.
I mean, Yule's probably doing it right now. His screen and his audio.
And it screens off. He's fine. Don't do what you gotta do, yo.
He's tubing and tubing. I don't know. But dude, yeah, shout out to that guy. I mean,
Shout out to that guy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're doing an investigation. He's probably doing the job.
Oh yeah, he's probably.
And if I put my camera on,
You better not be butt ass naked sitting there.
don't be pulling one of our other friends.
Surprise! All right, so we're gonna quickly do the sports real quick. We just have one article real fast, Damon, and then if you want, do we want to do the music next, and then we'll do Damon, and then kind of go everything from there?
Yeah,
works for me.
I'm down with it.
All right.
So speaking of sports this week, Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin, if you hadn't heard the story, a few weeks ago, they joined forces to make their own racing team. And they signed Bubba Wallace, which is one of the only black drivers in NASCAR. He's one of the bigger names. And they revealed the number 23 car, which is a Toyota Camry. And it looks pretty sick. I like the black and red. Shout out to Jordan's roots with the Chicago Bulls. And then Toyota was typically the car that ran Denny Hamlin's team originally. So they're their technical partner. I think this is pretty cool. I like the way it looks. So shout out to those guys. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yep. And the racing team is called 23. I don't know if that is
23 XI or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Roman numeral.
2311, maybe.
Yeah, I think it is 2311. I think
That's
it's
significant to anyone.
Yeah, I think number 11 was what Denny Hamlin's number, right? What can
no, it was. Yeah, you know what? Okay, that's a cool way to do it.
Yep, 2311.
Nice.
So I thought that was pretty cool. It looks slick though, man. That looks nice.
Honestly, I didn't know it was red.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing about these cars with NASCARs. The bodies all typically look the same. Is really what's underneath, right? So like the shell.
Well, all the aerodynamics, they have to have parameters set up, and they have templates they have to go by. Like all the cars have to be equal, and it's basically just what the driver can do within that situation.
Yeah, take some talent to drive them cars. No doubt. Well, moving along to music. I don't know how many hip hop fans and rock fans we got on the show, but T.I. just dropped an album called The Libra. The Legend is back running Atlanta, and this is one of two albums that I think has saved the fourth quarter for hip hop. This album is dope front to back. I think he has some really good features on here. You got Young Thug, which I normally don't like, but he sounds good on this album. And he also did a collaboration with his oldest son, Damani, which sounds really, really good. You can hear them just talking about life as father and son, which I think is always good to hear. Kind of dispels many of the stereotypes out there. So I thought this was pretty cool. Really good album. If you like hip hop, check it out. T.I., The Libra, Legend. The Legend is back running Atlanta.
Well, like for me, like when I listened to it, and I love T.I., I've listened to him since like day one back in the day. And like to me, like some of the songs sound good, but like some of the songs, seemed like he was pushing too far out of his element, that he was like the way his rhythm seemed to be kind of off on some of them to me.
Okay.
That's just my own opinion. I mean, different people have different opinions, but
yeah, man. Yep, you like what you like, man. I think the production front to back though was banging. This is one of the better produced albums of this year. Sonically, it sounds good. And you know, I'm a T.I. fan too, man. I like T.I., so it was refreshing to get some music from him. I don't think he's dropped an album since 2018, something like that. So, yep, man.
Or go to the Busta Rhymes one next. So that
man.
Keep with hip hop.
So Busta also dropped an album, Extinction Level Event 2, The Wrath of God. And what's crazy is both of these guys had an album dropping around the same time, and it was suggested to T.I. that he, you know, or actually Busta put out a challenge to T.I. to do a versus battle, which I'm not here for. I don't think those two doing a versus battle makes sense. But you know, they had a little back and forth, and both of them dropped albums around the same time. Go figure. But this album was pretty dope. I also love the production on this album as well. And Busta came through with those hard hitting lyrics. He showed that he still got it. He hasn't dropped an album, I think, a solo album in like 13 years or something like that.
Okay.
So
it's been a while.
This was good to see him come back and do his thing, man. And yeah, these two albums, I think they simultaneously have saved hip hop in the fourth quarter for me. So looking forward to listening to these more. I've already put them on a listen twice already. So I gotta pick my songs off and add them to my playlist of stuff that I'm gonna keep in regular rotation.
Oh God.
I'm here for this. I don't care.
Did Damon or Yul, did you guys see this at all about Miley Cyrus? And she's making a Metallica.
Yeah, I heard about
album.
it, and
That's all you got. I heard about it.
Sound like you got some pretty
I don't
strong.
know. I always want to hear it. It's kind of like, I don't know, like
Right?
a musical train wreck. You're just waiting.
Well, I mean,
for it,
she
you
already
gotta
did
see it,
Wrecking
you're like,
Ball. What's
"Oh, I don't
next?"
want it to
mean,
happen, but there it is.
I gotta know. I want to hear just one listen through. It's all I need.
Yeah, this might not be a bad choice to take one at least.
I mean, it's
one
gonna
listen.
be terrible, but it's gonna be amusing.
We'll see, man. We'll see. She's pretty popular, so it might sell, even if it's terrible. She has a following. I can tell you this: diehard
Most of them are
Metallica fans
crackheads,
probably
though,
want- Oh, shots fired!
Yeah,
I tell you this: I doubt that.
I'm not
diehard
putting too much
Metallica
stock
fans
into
get it.
followers of her. So
Yeah, that's a fair.
Good point.
Fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. So a round of just show a round of hands or yay or nays. Who's at least going to give it one listen?
I give it one listen.
All right.
I see what you're doing.
I've got to hear it.
One.
Just
All right.
one. Just one.
I'll give it a listen. I'll give it one.
Yeah,
listen.
that's it.
No way.
I think I'm. It's.
Do you think you'll make it through the entire album, or will it just be like
Yeah,
one
see,
song, two
that's where
songs?
I'm at.
That's
I
what I
doubt I'm
wanna
gonna
know.
make it through the entire album. I
I
doubt
don't know,
it.
about maybe a minute per song.
I'm thinking I'll listen to the first 15 seconds, and if it doesn't grab me by then, on to the next.
On to the next track. Okay, I got you.
Mhm.
I got you.
But if
What
it
song could
doesn't
you
grab me in
possibly
15
sing?
seconds, what'd you say, you?
That would what could she possibly be
Nothing else matters. I don't
Sing
know.
a-
Like,
them
Oh.
oh,
that's interesting at all? The one, okay,
I don't think it's the fact that she's.
did I disappear again?
Well, Metallica has some hits, right? We all know that. So I don't think it's so much of hearing Metallica. It's so much of seeing or listening to see how terrible she's gonna be singing Metallica. I think that's what everybody's here
Oh, that's
for.
exactly
never
why
know,
I'm
she
listening
might
for it.
surprise
Just how
you.
bad it is.
and you never know. She might
Just
surprise.
think of
the
her
shit out of
voice, and then think of the song like "Enter Sandman," and then her doing that.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. So, like, we'll see.
That nasally little
trash,
voice.
trash.
There's just
I'm thinking. I'm already disappointed even going into it. I don't know. Anyway, like I love Metallica and shit, but I'm just like, dude,
Lowry,
there's
you lie.
just-
You're gonna pre-order this album. Don't lie.
and I'm gonna ship it to your house.
You don't even buy.
There's your
hard
Secret
media
Santa
anymore.
gift this year.
It's gonna be a digital. So you gonna send me the barcode.
I'm gonna send you the ripped version from somebody else.
Oh,
Do you guys want to go ahead and talk about media? You just want to talk about since media ties into sort of what Damon's talking about?
Well, yeah. Let's start with Damon real quick, and then go right into media. Let's see what he got
All
on
right.
the plate.
All right, Damon, go ahead and tell us about your deal and everything else.
Oh, okay. Well, it started out weird. The Joe convention, Joe Lanta, the Atlanta Toy Convention, it was like about a month or so ago.
Mhm.
I was gonna go to it, and then I decided not to. I'd done artwork, stuff like that. But I'm friends with Sergeant Slaughter, so and I did artwork for him, so he has a print that they sell at their table, and I also let the Finest, which is a GI Joe cosplay group. They they do charity work and everything, so I let them use the same Sergeant Slaughter artwork, but they use it in a different format.
Okay.
So they're both there. I didn't go, so everybody's selling it out. The artwork sells out everywhere. Sergeant Slaughter sells out his artwork. His people goes over to the Finest to see if they can get some prints from them. The Finest sells out their work. So they're next thing I know, I'm getting phone calls and texts asking about the master file, and which the guys at the Finest have theirs, but they needed the one that Slaughter was using. Next thing I know, Slaughter's handlers, his people, are getting a hold of me. They're emailing me and texting me asking about getting the rights to the work. Then I get an email, and it's from a Hasbro rep. Apparently, they were there too. So they saw the artwork. They saw it was selling out. They saw how much everybody was picking up on it, and all my other work. Apparently, there's a couple other people had some of my prints there or something. So they contact me, and I'm at work at the time. So my phone's like just blowing up, like tons of texts, phone calls I can't pick up, stuff like that. And it goes from there. So Hasbro gets a hold of me, and they're saying, hey, we want the rights to the work, and we want the rights to all your G.I. Joe work. Because they already went through my Facebook page and my Deviantart. They checked out everything.
And I'll show you guys.
So
Deviantart
I was just like, yeah. But the funny thing is like, I'm not even there because they're asking where I'm at. They said if I have a table, and this. I was like, guys, I'm not even there. I'm in North Carolina. And they're like, okay, we'll get a hold of you. Do you have a fax number we can send over like a preliminary NDS and some other stuff like right away? And I told him, I was like, I can't do that. I was like, I can't do that right away because I don't need you guys like shutting down, Bob, Sergeant Slaughter, and the Finest from using the print because you've got the rights to the artwork now. So I had to, over the period of the next 4 days after that, work out a deal with them so that way the Finest can still use the artwork in their capacity. And Slaughter, obviously, he's going to get his rights to use the artwork, in his capacity, along with Hasbro being able to use it in that way. So that way Hasbro can't take it from him at any time.
Wow, nice.
And that way I can still use it in my capacity as selling prints and stuff, so because it's a popular print. Even at TFCon, I'll sell like 20 Sergeant Slaughter prints through the weekend. So that was a tremendous deal to work out. So Hasbro is now, I can't say too much more on all of it, just I was approached for this everything. But Sarge let slip in a video that they're going to be doing a figure of him, which is going to be, as far as I know, going to be in the classified series.
Yes.
Nice.
I can't wait.
So
Nice.
Which is kind of weird because he did a deal with some third party company through G.I. Joe for a figure for him. Yeah, so I'm wondering if that's gonna actually see the light of day now. I know Slaughter did his own deal with them, but it just depends on what's going to happen with it, or what the figure's going to look like, or if Slaughter's going to be able to do promotion with it.
It's probably going to be a whole separate
design.
that
was a really weird weekend there, where I was getting contacted by everybody, and Slaughter's people were contacting me for use of the work. So I was able to send out all the files to everybody, so that way they could print them up, and everybody got their prints through the whole weekend for that thing.
Nice. Yeah, I remember when you were hitting me up, you were all excited. You're like, dude, don't say anything, but this is awesome.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that went on with it, so it's a big complicated thing, but.
So what I'll do? Go ahead, Yul.
I was just gonna say, I actually didn't know that Slaughter owned the rights to his name, because I know that Mattel's doing the WWE stuff. I mean, I was just kind of surprised that Hasbro was allowed to do that.
He got the rights to his name. Yeah, he got his rights to his name years ago after he saw what Vince was doing to Warrior. And what happened, it was also during his G.I. Joe deal in back in the 80s. Vince wasn't getting a dime of that G.I. Joe money. And Slaughter was just like, that's my deal. He's like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And so that's why Slaughter got the belt, is because Vince went to him and said, hey, I'm going to drop the belt on you. You get all the pay-per-view money. You get this, you get this deal, you get this deal, but we're going to make you a bad guy. You got to be a heel. And that's the only reason why that happened, is so that way that would end the Hasbro deal. because the moment he set foot on screen doing his Iraq thing and all the other stuff, Hasbro was
he
like,
can
"That's
no
it, you're out, you're done. We can't promote this." So they killed the deal, and Vince is like,
Ah.
"Good, I've got him again. I can make my money off." Yeah, it's
wow.
garbage what happened with that. And after what he was doing with Warrior, with his name, with Ultimate Warrior, and so Sarge was smart. Sarge was real smart, and he got his information out there, and he grabbed everything and made his own deals. So, and I know I'm aware that he can make his own deals now. So I'm pretty sure that's how that worked out with the whole third party thing.
Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations on that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Big up to you, dude. Big up to you.
Yeah, man. Big up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up your DeviantArt page so I can kind of quickly show them and then show our listeners or our
Cool.
visual. And then so you can kind of describe, and then I'll pull up that Sergeant Slaughter print you're referring to. So here's some of his art.
Yeah,
And we'll leave a description of the link on our show so that way everybody can have it. But also you also do
like
little...
the first art on there, Transformers Reanimated is a comic book online I work with.
Mm-hmm.
All those covers at the top there.
Nice.
Dude,
nice.
Well done.
Dude, these are phenomenal. I love your art.
That's the IDW retelling of the G1 series, right? Is that what the Reanimated is?
No, theirs is Transformers '84, and it was a limited. It was a limited series that they were doing. This is Reanimated. Yeah, so there's a bunch of them on there.
Yeah, you got a bunch of these here.
I think the Slaughter print's a little further down.
Yeah, dude, look at this. This is one of the prints.
That print does really well.
Yeah, I remember seeing that at now. That was pretty dope.
And we got this is the Skylinks we're referring to, but the Sergeant Slaughter one you were talking about.
See it.
This one down here, right?
Yeah, look at that.
That's fire.
Come on, you bastards. There we go.
That's fire.
Give you an ad.
There you go. Yeah.
Now I did that for him years ago. I ran into him years ago. I presented him the original artwork at a Mudcats game here in North Carolina. Mudcats is like a local team. And he was there doing a wrestling promotion. They had him in there. And so I had contacted him, got a hold of him, and did the artwork. So I was able to present it to him there at the stadium. And it's actually hanging up. Sometimes when he's on Twitter, whenever he turns the camera on occasionally, he does it in his office on base. If you look behind him, directly behind him above his desk is the original artwork.
Oh, that's cool.
You said on base. So he's like, he works for the military?
Yeah.
Or is that what he... Wow.
He was really in the military.
Nice.
Shout out to him, man. Oh, man, that's stupid. Come on, guys. Here we
go. That was behind a paywall.
Yeah, man, dude, you got all sorts of stuff on here. You got Marvel.
Let's see that Baron.
Well, yeah, I do a lot of artwork for. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Go up to there. I've done that for Morgan Lofting.
Oh wow!
And that's another one of the prints that they can use, like the Finest uses and everything. They're going to be releasing that print for a charity thing here soon.
That's dope.
But
man.
I do a lot of artwork for. But yeah, I do a lot of artwork for the voice actors. So I'm pretty good friends with a lot of them. If you look, like next to the Sergeant Slaughter, right there, that one. That one's for Jack Angel.
Nice.
Shout out to Jack. It was a pleasure meeting him at TFCon.
And so all the voice actors get the original art.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. Yeah, because I remember the first.
I usually present these to them at TF cons.
Nice. Dude, look at this stuff. And then kind of tell them about what you do for TF Con, some of the stuff, the art and everything else.
Okay. Yeah, this actually is one of the the first of the universe pages that I do for them. So every TF Con they have like official universe characters or official TF Con characters that are going to be done by third party. This one is pretty interesting. This is a big pain in the ass. I get contacted the Wednesday before TFCon that weekend. I'm sitting in the car. I get a text saying, "Hey, can you talk?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Then I get called, and they're like, "Hey, our other artist dropped out. He turns out he didn't do anything. We've been counting on him to do all this stuff, but can you go ahead and get something done for me? And I'll need it by 7 a.m. I'm like,
Jesus.
it's like 4 p.m. right now.
And how
Yeah,
many
I know.
pieces did you have
It's
to
like
do?
I was like, okay, well, that right there, I had to create the whole frame, all the other
Mhm.
stuff. He sent me the script, but I had to draw. Now, it was only based on a toy. He sent me pictures of the toy. He said, "All right, draw it out. You'll need to draw it in robot mode and car mode." So basically, I got to pencil, ink, color, and format this whole thing, have it to him by 7 a.m.
Tripping.
That's crazy.
So yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes they get a hold of me, but I'm able to meet these deadlines, and so I get used a lot because of that. They're like, "Well, we'll use him because he can meet a deadline or he can get us to work quick." I don't think I have the pages on there, but the very first thing I've ever done for TFCon was a comic book. Little mini comic book, had like Ultra Magnus, or they call him Powered Commander. It featured back when, I'm not sure which company it was. They made made Mirage. I'm not sure which third party company did him. I think it was called
MMC?
Sphinx
Yeah,
at the time.
Ocular Max.
Yeah.
Max MMC.
Yeah, so and so he was like featured in there. I really need to load that comic book up onto this page.
That'd be cool to see.
But so I did that. Brandy colored it. I had to pencil and ink it, and then we had some guy over in England. He did all the letters and
Nice.
everything. After that, I just started doing all their universe pages. I started doing all the artwork for the voice actors, and that's it. So every year, I'm doing something for them.
Nice, man. That's awesome. Congratulations.
That's great news.
Thanks.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff.
Yeah, but like I said, we'll shout you out on our description, and then we'll put a link in our description on the show, so that way everybody can see where they can go to check your art out. And then if you want them to have your Facebook page, we can show that as well if you need to.
Yep. Good stuff.
Cool.
Man.
Heck yeah.
What else we got, Lowry?
Well, I'm glad you guys like it.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I can't wait to get those prints. Those prints are going to be.
Oh, it's a big box of prints too.
Thank you so much for that.
And so everybody knows, and this is actually, some of the guys already know this, we're going to be doing another giveaway soon. And we're going to be doing a giveaway for some of Damon's art.
Nice, man. That's
all right.
So I'm sending posters for that too. 24 by 36 posters.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm just, you didn't hear this, Damon, but I'm getting my basement together, finally finishing the basement, man. So I'll be able to put some of that art up on my walls down there.
Heck yeah.
Thanks,
and then correct me if I'm wrong, Damon.
Well, just message me, with anything that you guys are looking for, and I'll send it out to you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thanks, man. And are you gonna sign some of those you said you were doing too?
Oh yeah, I was gonna autograph all of them. I'll send a few blanks because not everybody wants an autograph. Sometimes they just want the clean work.
Yeah.
You're the man. Thank you.
Dude, it's awesome. I've been wanting to get you on here for a while. It's just been a while, all the crazy shit with the COVID and everything. So I'm glad that you're on here.
COVID.
COVID. So speaking of crazy things going on, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So we're going to go ahead and do some of the media stuff. And Damon, this is where we start going to do media. We kind of skim through some stuff, and then we'll talk about some toys and stuff like that and everything else from here on out. So
cool.
So I don't know if you guys saw, but I believe it was Halloween. Sean Connery, Mr. James Bond, had died at 90.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Man.
He's actually my favorite Bond. I don't know about you guys. the crazy thing was they were saying he was sick, but they didn't say how sick, and he was 90. And from what I understood, he was in the Bahamas, from what I understood, where they not too far away from where they filmed Thunderball is where he passed away. So
Great
passed
place
away
to
in his
pass away.
sleep.
Great place to pass away. I mean, in all fairness, it sucks, but he lived a long life, man. 90 years. On the
90
planet.
years.
And I don't know many actors that has had as much success as he's had, man. So, kudos to him. RIP to him. Our thoughts and prayers to his family. But this man, if anybody can make a mark on life while you're here, man, it's been him.
Definitely did that, man.
Oh, no kidding.
Another kind of,
I do hate to say it, but one of the things I remember most is like just SNL making fun of him. When I don't know if you guys ever saw the episodes where they'd like pretend to be him on Jeopardy.
Yeah, legendary.
Yes. That was great.
And they did a good job. Definitely.
And the guy pulled off doing his voice and everything too, pretty good. So
yeah, you got to give it to Saturday Night Live, man. They always nail it. Well, most of the time, I'll just say most of the time.
Yeah, there's been a couple bad ones, but
yeah, we just watched Zardoz the other day.
Oh, you finally, after seeing that card from Cards Against Humanity all the time, yeah.
That was an interesting movie, but
yeah. I don't know if this is some other sad news. I don't know if you guys. I didn't realize this until this article came out that Jeff Bridges had cancer.
Yeah, me neither. I knew he had been away for a little while, but the last thing I think I've seen him in was Tron, like the remake of Tron, right?
Yeah, the second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now they got a picture of him showing in his hospital gown, getting treatment and stuff. So I mean, that's another dude that's
good spirits.
Yeah, he's been around for quite a long time, done a lot of good movies, Big Lebowski. I mean, dude, he's done a lot of shit. So he's a good actor, and I hope he pulls through.
Yeah, man. Yep, I agree with that 100%.
And man, this is weird, like switching all the sad news to start going in some other stuff. So did you guys see?
Sad too.
Yeah, this is kind of sad. So Netflix is raising their prices as of Thursday. Their premium plans go for $13.99. I'm kind of disappointed in that. It kind of sucks.
So they're raising prices, but they're canceling all this content.
Right. Exactly.
That's nice.
It seems like they're canceling how much stuff like after like 3 seasons or something like that.
Well, I think some of it was COVID related. I think they were trying to get another season of Glow going, but that wasn't happening.
Yeah,
I don't know that I haven't seen anything about that one being canceled yet, so I don't know.
I heard from somewhere it's official.
Damn.
Yeah, someone on Twitter said so.
All right. Well, some happy news coming along here. Did you guys see Tom Holland?
Woo-hoo!
And Aaron B's excited about this.
Yeah, I saw that.
Officially announced. Nice.
So,
Eric,
so being so being a person who has played all of these games, starting back with PlayStation 3, up through PlayStation 4, the Uncharted series is a very fun game. It kind of reminds you of Tomb Raider. Very good story. Nathan Drake is not only he's a thief basically, but he steals artifacts. And to see Tom Holland play this character is going to be good. He looks exactly like him. And so I think they are going to pull this off good. I like Tom Holland as an actor. First time I ever seen him was in Spider-Man, but I've seen him in a couple other things recently, and I think he's good, man. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing this one.
What do you guys think? What do you think, Damon?
Oh, I think it's going to be great. I mean, he's done a great job of Spider-Man and all the other things I've seen him in. So, and seeing this picture here, looks just like the game. So I think it's gonna, it's got to be good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Can't wait. And right now there's no ETA on release, but the fact that they showing us something, man. Woo-wee.
Which means they're doing it right now. It's crazy. I can't tell because he's also filming Spider-Man. So I don't know if he already filmed this or if he's doing both at the same time.
He finished this one. He finished Uncharted, and then within 2 days he was on the set of Spider-Man.
That's crazy.
Busy
you remember
boy.
that whole script, man, and then have to go remember a whole nother script? Like, that's crazy,
That boy's putting in work.
bro.
So speaking of putting in work, did you guys see that Stephen Amell suffered a back injury while performing stunts for the new wrestling show called Heels? Have you heard anything about that show?
Not until you posted the article, but after
nothing.
reading it, I thought it was interesting. Listen, I like the guy as an actor. And the premise of the show seems like it's going to be pretty interesting. I don't ever remember outside of Glow anybody doing a show on wrestling.
Mm-mm.
I remember one in the 90s when wrestling was really hot.
What was it?
Something on the CW. I think it had Nikki Cox in it. I have to look it up, but I remember it.
Okay, gotcha.
Resident fact checker.
That's my guy.
But no, it's actually going to be on Stars. I don't know. I mean, I used to be really huge into wrestling. Actually, it's kind of funny. Agent H was here this weekend. Shout out to Hasbro. And he was here and he actually hooked up the WWE network with me, and I got sucked into watching wrestling again. I was like, dude, it's actually pretty damn fun to watch it. So,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, I'll check it out. You said it's on Stars?
yeah, it says it's going to be on Stars. They're currently filming. I guess it's going to be some delays based off of what they were saying.
I'll wait till
But here's a picture of Steve Amell kind of all dressed up.
Yeah, that actually made me pretty interested. I'm like, okay, that's intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like Diamond Dallas Page over there.
Exactly what I was thinking, bro. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Seeing that Diamond Dallas was a heel most of his career, like it could be based off of him.
I just can't get that face, the Oliver Queen face out of my. I don't know. It may take me that show just to get rid of that.
He played the heck out that role too, man. I was actually kind of upset that they were killing that show off.
Well, now they're talking about possibly coming back for a 9th season.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, ain't he dead? Go to the Lazarus pit.
Ain't nobody dead.
Comic book TV show. No one's
That
seen comic
seems
book.
like
As long as
some
people
stuff,
pay
man.
for it. But speaking of dead, did you guys see
Yes.
they officially showed the first pictures? What's her name? Jaffica, I think it was her first name, of her as Batwoman. It looks good.
Yeah, and killed off the other Batwoman because she decided to leave the show for personal reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see,
What do
man.
you think of this?
Good
Dave?
look.
I like it. I think she fills the suit out very well. By the way,
Yes, she does.
she did good. Good job.
No, I mean, actually, the wig looks better than the last one. At least some people are saying it looks really fake, but I'm like, dude, the last one looked really fake to me.
Yeah, that's more of a natural look than that other one. I agree with you 100% there.
It's
I agree.
not bad. And there's another picture of her from the side.
I'd have to catch up on the show to be able to pick this up from
You
what
could
she
probably skip the first season and just go into this one, to be honest. I mean,
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Doesn't count anymore, so you can skip that one.
yeah. And I had the privilege of watching this movie this weekend. Did you guys see the second Borat film?
No, it's still in my queue.
Dude,
I haven't seen the
No,
first
I
haven't
have
seen it.
never. It's been a long time since I laughed that hard
The
at
first
a
one was
movie.
hilarious.
Oh my god, oh Jesus. There was, now keep in mind in these movies, you remember the first one where they didn't tell the people that they were filming a movie. Well, dude, there's a big hit. When you watch it, you'll understand. You'll laugh your ass off to the end because it's kind of true for the times that are going on right now.
Mhm.
Did either of you seen it at all? The second one? I know I did.
Not yet. Not yet. It's in my
Let's see-
queue.
I got to
No,
see the
not
first
yet.
one first.
It's worth a watch. Like, some of the stuff is so dumb you just gotta laugh at it. But dude, like the one scene I cannot get out of my head, and I don't know if I want to ruin it for you or not because it's gonna be funny as shit.
I'll probably forget, so go ahead if you.
So long story short, the whole movie is that he's coming to the country to kind of redeem himself, right?
Mhm.
And I don't want to go into all the details, but he's coming to the country to redeem himself, and then come to find out he has a daughter, right? And she snuck with him overseas to come here, and he didn't know it. So then he's trying to give her a makeover and everything else. Well, they were at a bakery, and he showed her like cupcakes and stuff, and she's never had one. And in this scene, she eats the cupcake, but it had a little plastic baby on the top of it. But she accidentally ate the baby. So then they're trying to find an emergency room or something to go to try to she started choking on the little plastic baby. So they find a woman's clinic that was a Christian woman's clinic, and they go in here and they start talking to this doctor, and they're filming. And they're sitting there talking back and forth, and she's like, I want to get this baby out of me. And of course, like the language barrier, this guy's like, there's nothing wrong.
Oh God.
And yeah, dude, and it goes into like, well, he was like, I was going to put the baby in her. And then the guy's like, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. Dude, we were cracking up so bad. You got to watch it. But to go on to this, the one lady here, Jean Z. Jones, however you say it, Sacha Baron Cohen actually donated $100,000 to her church, and the church was actually able to turn around and help her get on her feet to create a GoFundMe and everything else, because she was without a job and everything. So that's kind of like an uplifting thing going on.
Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool there.
Let's see here. We got. All right. So I don't know if some of you guys watch it or not, but the CW, they're starting to bring some of the shows come back. I think it's supposed to be January now. With they have a whole list of everything that's coming back here. January 8th is when everything starts kicking off. I'm kind of curious to see Walker, which is I don't know if you heard about this or not. It's the TV show that's kind of like Walker, Texas Ranger, but it's got what's his name that plays on Supernatural, the taller brother. I can't remember his name.
Oh God.
So anyways, it's gonna, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Black Lightning got renewed for another season. Seems like everything has except Supergirl. So
yeah, they're supposed to be ending, right? Supergirl?
Yeah.
You talking about Jared Padalecki?
Yeah. He's supposed to be coming in as Walker, Texas Ranger. There's a big cast going into it right now. So
Interesting.
All right, and then continuing on with this, since we're talking about the CW show real quick, it looks like they are going to be introducing a new Supergirl for the Arrowverse in the Superman and Lois show.
I'm not for that, and maybe that's just me. But I think that's stupid. Like, you already have established this young lady as Supergirl for 6 seasons. Pay her a cameo fee and keep it moving. But why bring in somebody different?
The reason why they're doing it is because she just had a baby.
Well, because that's a DC thing, man. They like to shoot themselves in the foot.
That's right. It.
So even if she just had a baby, like,
think about it. Look at what DC does. That's what they do. They're like, we got something good. How do we fuck it up? We don't need someone else to do it. We need to fuck it up. And here's how we do it.
That is exactly what happens with DC, man. So I'm disappointed in that, but hey, we'll see. I'll give the show a shot.
It's kind of like their movieverse. I mean, they're watching Marvel's movies and they're like, that's how they did it. Let's not do it that way.
Right? Let's mess it up as much as we can.
Well played.
But this story is actually funny as shit. You'll laugh about this. So Kevin Feige knows everything about DC's Suicide Squad because the director, James Gunn, decided to give him all the details about it. So he knows everything about it and everything.
I mean, I guess at this point, like, it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, the movie's already made. It's already, it's already in production or whatever, even if it's not fully made. So I don't know if him telling him, it's definitely a conflict of interest, but I don't think it would do anything for the film either way, is what I'm trying to say.
It was kind of funny. Feige's response is, "Please, please make a good movie. Just make a great movie."
Yeah, because DC hasn't been doing well. I mean,
DC's like, no.
Yeah.
Don't you tell us what to do?
we've had this conversation
I
before.
know.
They've had a handful of movies recently that were pretty good, but historically they're not done well with their universe, quote unquote.
Side note, that Peacemaker helmet, that looks so stupid.
Bro, tell me about it.
Dude, I'm just trying to think.
The
Like,
big
what
does
chrome
it look
dildo
like?
come to save the day.
Yes, the white
Exactly.
child like
He's
that.
there to satisfy you all.
Yet you can't see
Oh.
me.
My God, Jesus,
I'm not for it, dude. I say though, Wolf, the one on the left definitely looks better than the one in the comic because that thing, Jesus Christ,
it looks like Juggernaut's special needs cousin or something.
bro, it
Like,
looked like Juggernaut and the Shi'ar princess had a kid. There you go.
That's perfect, actually.
yeah.
Come here, Lalandra.
Oh God. All right. So here we go. We're gonna continue on with some more news here. So
I'm
did
for
you
this.
guys see that Oscar Isaac has been cast, like fan cast as Moon Knight? Did you see this for
Fan cast? It's not
No,
official.
I thought it was official. The fans
Is
are
it
just geeking
official?
out about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was fan cast, but I could be wrong. But I can kind of see it.
I'm for it.
What do you
I'm
think,
for it,
Damon?
I'm in.
Yeah, it should be all right.
Let's get some of these shows on the air for
I mean,
Christ's sake.
you know, they're not DC, so it's it'll turn out all right.
Oh my God.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm for it, man. He had to do something after the Star Wars trilogy ended, and it's good he's staying with the mouse, so they kind of know what they're getting already with this guy as an actor. So I think it works out. And yeah, I'm interested to see what he does with the main character and how
I
he
think
brings
he'll
it
be
on.
a very good crazy person.
I agree.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do a
I
good
felt
job.
like he played a good crazy person in the Star Wars trilogy, especially the last movie.
Oh Jesus.
It's all over the place.
All right, so next we got coming up. So there are pictures. So since the Batman on set is starting to film again recently, they showed pictures of Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. It looks like a funeral scene or something like that, and it has Colin Farrell. Dude, I did not recognize him at all.
I
He don't have-
didn't even know he was in the movie.
He don't have fins for hands. That ain't right.
Yeah.
Where's his top hat? Come on.
At least he got the heavy set right, and he's got
Now, we're the
the
penguins with the rocket launchers.
Yeah.
shit.
Then that's not bad.
Yeah, it's kind of. Can you just imagine? He's got to put a fat suit on, like every time he goes, and he puts all that makeup on. That's crazy.
Yeah, interesting, man. I think Zoe looks amazing in that shot right there. I'm interested to see how she pulls off this character in the movie.
Damon, let me ask you a question. Since you love DC so much, these DC movies so much. What do you think about this? Are you excited
they're
for
the
this?
best. No, not even a little bit.
No?
Not at all. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things like, thanks for wasting our time and money. Come on.
I mean, is he going to sparkle?
I mean,
when he
there's
takes
like,
the
how many
bat suit off?
Batmans do they have to have? Why can't they stick with one? It's, I don't know. It was DC screwed up long time ago when they decided to treat Superman and Batman as their own universes, and then tying everything else up together, and then they try to squeeze them in, and then just this crazy casting like Robert Pattinson there. Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm hoping he does a good job because they're fans of them. I mean, I like Batman and everything, but I'm not a huge DC fan. But I know there are a lot of rabid fans that deserve better, and that's my only deal. Is that I just wish DC would take the time and not just like knee jerk cast people for whatever, and then they just produce whatever product. I don't know where they're aiming with this movie.
I don't know. It's really confusing about what they're doing with it. I mean, continue with the film, they actually showed pictures of the stunt man getting back in, starting to do in the bat suit and everything. So there's a picture here shown right here. They're being very secretive now about it for some reason.
Well, they kind of got to, like, Robert Pattinson's been doing dumb stuff, showing up to the set and not in shape and being sent home because of COVID. So, like, I mean, it's not they don't want the movie to be tanked before it takes off the ground.
I mean, it pretty much has, but
Well,
So,
Now,
yeah.
I just don't understand it. I mean, do you guys know what the synopsis is supposed to be for this? I mean, it almost looks like they're trying to reboot Batman again,
it
even
seems like
after
it.
we just got all the Justice League stuff and everything else, which makes absolutely no sense. I thought it was supposed to be a cohesive universe, or their version of what cohesive is. And then they're like,
Organized
nope, here you
chaos.
go, Harry Potter kid. He's going to play Batman.
Well, DC, sticking with DC, have any of you watched Titans at all?
I haven't.
Yeah, I caught part of the first
No,
season.
not even a little.
And it was decent. It wasn't super terrible. It was decent. I heard the second season got better, and I never
Yeah,
got a
it
chance to
does.
watch it.
So they introduced Jason Todd's Red Hood costume in some pictures, and it actually
This I
doesn't
might be
look
looking
that
forward
bad.
to. I want to check that out. I mean, the helmet could be a little smaller in the face, but I'm looking forward to it. I actually would have preferred just like a Bobby Skull face mask type, just to slip my face.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I like
isn't
this.
bad.
doesn't look terrible at all.
Looking forward to the McFarlane figure coming out in a little while.
Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah.
got to be better than the what is it, the DC Essentials? Is that the one, the 7-inch line that they had?
I believe
Are
so.
they even doing those anymore? I thought they were.
I have
closing
that
those
one,
up.
so I have that figure.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
got to be better than that for me to switch out, because that figure looks amazing.
Well,
Did
we're
they show images of it already, Wolf?
Hmm?
The Red Hood from McFarlane. They show images of it.
Oh yeah, it's in a 2-pack with Nightwing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's right. With the red chest.
Red
Nightwing.
chest Nightwing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Waiting for the pre-orders to pop up.
I mean, it doesn't look bad for what it is. I mean, it's TV shows.
I
so-
think it's fine. To be
Yeah.
honest, I think it's just
Oh,
fine.
that picture right there looks like Zartan from G.I. Joe.
It does. When you say that,
Now, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Now I can unsee it.
Look, it looks like Zartan.
Oh my
Damn
god!
you, DC.
And he's going to be fan casted now. Now we got to get a picture of somebody drawing that up.
Yo, to be fair though, if someone
I'll do it.
and out of that probably would look better than not that the new Hasbro one looks bad, but I think this would be a better sculpt.
Huh.
But that's just me.
All right, well, we'll cross our fingers on that, but thank God we're on to Marvel. Did you guys see that Luke Cage and Iron Fist are now back with Marvel Studios?
Yes, and I'm for it. I'm happy.
That's pretty cool.
They'll be into the MCU now, finally.
So they own the rights. Now the thing is that are they going to keep the same characters? Are they going to recast them?
Well, my man's doing a show on CBS right now. The guy who plays Luke Cage. And
Yep,
That's
yeah,
right.
It's called Evil. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
that
pretty good
show
show.
pretty good for them. So, maybe in the summers, on the off season when they don't record that show, he can pick this up. But we'll see, man. I'm for it, and I hope so, because then we can see She-Hulk and the Defenders, and hopefully get a crossover with that eventually at some point.
That's exciting to think about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Damon, did you see any of these shows?
A little bit. I watched them here and there. Not enough to know a ton about it, but what I did see, I liked them. They were good. The Daredevil one was pretty good too. I can't remember the name of what's her face, the girl.
Jessica Jones.
She had her own show. Yeah, there you go. That one was okay. It felt, I don't know, kind of forced. But these two guys, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, their stuff is great. So it'll be pretty cool to see how they work them into the movies. They need to keep these guys. They need to keep the cast the way it was and see how they can work them into the movies. But I mean,
I hope
So
they keep
one way
John
or another,
Paul.
get him in there.
Yeah, because I mean, we've talked about this before. Like they're already somewhat pseudo in the universe already. They talk about the event all the time.
Yep.
And we know what that event is. And now they're talking superpowers. Like, oh, now we finally see superpower humans and this, that, and other. So like, it's in the universe, but it's not. So we'll see.
It's kind of like the the cousin side, the side of the family.
Yeah.
You kind of know they're there, but you don't want to deal with them.
You have an aunt like that.
Yeah, don't we all? So continue on with this. Did you guys watch Dexter at all? That was on. What was it? Was it Showtime or HBO back?
Never had that channel.
This was a wild show. Basically, the best way I can describe it was he's a forensic he does forensics for the police, but he's a serial killer that kills serial killers and and bad people and shit.
He's Barry Allen, but
yeah. So the crazy thing is it went 8 seasons and then they ended it a couple years ago, and then now they're talking about bringing it back for a 9th season. It ended in 2013 it says here, so
it was a little while.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, it ended a while back. I'm kind of surprised they were reviving it. But the ending, though, I heard wasn't that great. A lot of people are disappointed with the ending.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what the thing is, though, these days, right? Revivals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be the thing to do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it's easier than coming up with something new.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I picked up Dexter when his sister was involved, and that's when I had picked it up, and it was really good. And I had told myself that I was gonna go back and watch the beginning, and now I got a reason to. So I'll check this out.
Yeah, we're gonna binge watch it before it comes out. So
nice.
But
I had to do that again with the Mandalorian, and shout out to the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, we watched that. We'll get into that here in a minute. So did you guys see that? I guess Netflix is doing another animation of Godzilla. Please, God, let it be better than the last 3.
I heard it's canceled already.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did it? Is it already canceled?
No, I'm making a joke.
I hope so. Don't fuck with me like that.
Lowry was gonna cry.
You're gonna go on timeout. Hit you on mute.
Lowry was about to cry.
You're gonna rage. No, but I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I watched the trailer. It looks pretty cool. It definitely looked better than the last piece of shit 3 that they put out. Which I think they called it Godzilla or had something to Godzilla, but it really had nothing that much to do with Godzilla. So it was kind of weird. But I'm in for this. So
yeah, I'll give it a look.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
I played the trailer. I'll put it in the link for anybody who wants to see it. But the animation definitely looks a lot better than the last 3. So
nice.
So continue on with Marvel here. So now, remember a couple of weeks we talked about Tatiana, whatever the hell her name is, denies She-Hulk casting reports. So it's kind of interesting. Like she had something up talking about her and She-Hulk, and then she immediately took it down, and then now she's denying any of the talks.
I just think the ink's not dry yet. So they start working out some details, but I mean, it was way too many outlets that reported this. So
yeah, there were a lot, and there were official sources that had reported it too. So did you hear anything about this, Damon? Do you know anything about this at all?
I heard a little bit about it, but the way it went, it seems like I'm pretty sure she forgot that she signed an NDS, and a couple other things happened. Like maybe the agent didn't share some information properly, and so that's now they're in damage control. Someone jumped the gun, and so when an agent put out a press release, everyone went with it thinking, "Oh, okay, we can do that," and then everyone's like, "Oh crap, we can't." And that's exactly what this looks like: is someone legally screwed up, and so they have to pull it all back. Plus, on top of it, I mean, they got, from what I saw, was a big negative reaction to her being cast, and so that, who knows? They might be rethinking what's going on.
Why was there a negative
Or they're
reaction?
she's gonna be in the show, and she's gonna be like, she's not gonna be She-Hulk. She's gonna be another character, and then they're going to cast someone else for She-Hulk.
Oh, smoke and mirrors type thing. Yeah.
What's
I think-
the I'm sorry. Go ahead, B.
I was gonna say I think the negative reaction was people wanted someone else.
Yeah, they wanted what's her name?
They
from-
wanted anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted anyone else. From what I saw, there were a lot of people were like, well, wait a minute. So this person really hasn't done a whole lot. It's not really built for it, so how'd she get the job? And so I don't know. I mean, it's just what I saw here and there across the web and other people talking and some of the other sources here and there. So it was just kind of a negative reaction, which isn't going to stop a movie studio. They're going to, I mean, heck, if they listen to negative reactions, Captain Marvel, she would never have gotten cast in there.
Very true.
So,
But I mean, who's built like the She-Hulk that could play her? They'd have to do some kind of CGI for that, right?
Well, Cara Dune, the girl.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, there's
be
a few
hard
people who can do it.
her clothes though as Jennifer, but they could have pulled her into it. But she's already doing the Mandalorian, so
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw.
Yeah, she's
this,
already
but-
doing intergalactic adventures in babysitting. So.
Oh God.
yo, that is spot on, sir. Well
Yep.
done.
Did you guys watch this trailer at all, Monster Hunter?
I didn't get a chance to.
No, but I
Yeah.
want to. Play it.
I didn't want to at first, but and then after watching it, I mean, I won't go to the theater to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it at home or something like that. But it's interesting. That's all I gotta say.
And this is also from a video game of which I never played. Like I wasn't into the Monster Hunter
I wasn't
series.
either.
However,
It's a good game. It's fun.
What's her name? Mila Djokovic.
Yeah,
she
did the Resident Evil movies, stuff like that. So
I like her, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in this movie. The trailers look great. I like T.I. as a side character too. He's done good in a few other movies, Ant-Man and American Gangster and Takers. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. I'm in for it.
yeah. So all right, so we're done.
Well, yeah,
with
the
all
best part too, she's like naked in every movie, so you get that. So
Geez, I remember her back in the day when she was on what is it, Fifth Element?
Yes.
yeah,
I remember that.
she started
She's
out
wearing
naked
nothing.
and she's still naked.
Yep.
She had that orange hair, looked like Carrot Top's little sister.
Multi-pass. Oh man. All right. So did you guys see here? I don't know if you're familiar with 112 Shop. They did a lot of 112 third-party add-ons like guns, belts, miscellaneous shit for like Mezco and other 12 scale figures. They actually shut down, and they're being called Figure Gear. They're going to be start selling, instead of them making the products and everything else, they're going to start licensing out and selling their 3D designs.
Okay.
Because they started to say that it was not feasible for them to turn around and make the products because they had so many orders, but then so many people are getting 3D printers these days that it's just almost cheaper to get your own 3D printer, download the files, and make the shit yourself.
So they weren't just making soft goods; they were making everything.
No, they were made vests. They made, I mean, a bunch of the stuff I got from them, like a Punisher vest. They made guns. They made vests. They made belts. They made all sorts of shit. So
Gotcha.
should be kind of interesting. They're going to be called Figure Gear, and let me go to. I know you're going to go there. But anyway, so this kind of gives you an idea. This is the Punisher vest I have coming.
Nice.
And they ended pre-orders, I think, like a week ago. And after that, they are no longer going to be doing them. And instead of them printing them, making them, and then selling them out, they're just selling the files. You can do them if you're a customizer yourself. They have two different options to where you can buy it for like, I don't know, 20 to 50 bucks for the STL file, and you can make as many as you want. You can scale it to do 6 scale, whatever. Or you can get a business license, and they send it to you, and then you can sell the parts and everything else. So kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It seems like rebranding through legal reasons. Like a lot of third-party companies do that. They'll be like, "Oh, we got in trouble for something, so let's rebrand ourselves.
Let's just change our
So
name.
that way we can't get in trouble for it anymore."
Well, I think that
Yeah.
from what I understood, they were going to try. The initial goal was for them to get it going, then find a manufacturer to start doing this stuff. But it just became more of a headache, and it cost way more than what they were expecting to do it. And they said, "Look, we were only doing this in our spare time, so we're gonna." They said it's going to be easier for them to sell the files and make more money off of that. So, shout out to Mafex Toys. Did you guys see that they're doing the Nightfall Batman?
Yes.
Yes, I did. And gosh,
that's pretty
damn,
cool.
that's pretty.
Will
So
this be your first Mafex, Wolf?
What's that?
Will this be your first Mafex figure?
I don't. For 104, I don't know. Is that a standard Mafex price? I don't know anything about buying.
Yeah,
Mafex
anywhere between 90 to 105.
Yeah, that might be a little far out for me, but it's beautiful. There's no doubt about it. It looks just like right off the comic book, man.
Looks good, man.
That's
Mafex's thing too.
Yeah, definitely tickles the nostalgia buttons right there. I will say that.
He's got a soft goods cape too.
Yeah,
with wires.
Oh yeah,
wires.
Yeah, you can see it right here in the seam too.
Yeah, so you'll be able to pose that thing. It's not as big as the Hush Batman cape, but it'll be just as posable, Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get it.
I'm not gonna lie, it's tempting.
He's definitely wanting you to get it, doesn't he? There you go. That curly blonde hair, you can't resist, right?
Yeah.
Easy. So that comes right out of the claws, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Batman needs a
God, that takes me back.
I love that they have like an arrow pointing to his junk.
Yeah.
It's a distraction, man.
I didn't even look at that.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Walk around with a giant T-shirt on. Just.
Look, I mean, they even have it. They started up here. They're like, all right, look down here, and then they keep further saying, all right, look further down. Bam, that's the spot right there.
Yeah, and it's a full year away, man. So you got time to get your ducats together, Wolf. That's why it's $4 a month, man.
So you Mafex salesman here, getting commission for this, aren't you?
Yeah,
so did you guys see that Walgreens? Yeah. Walgreens started showing up everywhere. Blue Streak. Did you guys?
Yeah, I got them.
Is that a Walgreens exclusive?
Dude, I've been trying. I ordered one on their site. It said it was supposed to have been here Friday, and then now it's saying that shipment pending. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, that sucks, man. Hopefully
Now,
you get it.
Damon, did you pick yours up in store, or did you order it online too?
Yeah, in store. Yeah, found it in store. I've actually seen like one or two others. I just, I passed on them, but I'm sure they're still there.
Mm-hmm. If you see it, let me know.
Is that
I'll definitely see it. I'll swap by there tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, it is. So it's kind of crazy. So Amazon is going to be dropping this week. It's got a 2-pack that has, I think it's Ironhide and Prowl. I think is the 2-pack. It actually, it actually shipped out today. It'll be here tomorrow for me, from Amazon exclusive. This is crazy. This has been randomly popping up on Walgreens. It's showing up at Walgreens, and no one knew it was an exclusive. It just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
All right, so on to the next. So we got some other toy news here real quick. Get rid of the Earthrise. So Jesus, Facebook chat's popping up. So did you see here, Magic's, I don't know if you collect those. I know I do. The Legend Scale. They are doing a actual full painted Optimus Prime.
Yeah, this is the slimmed down version, legend size of the metallic version that they did in Masterpiece. So it's going to be exact same figure, just downscale. So it's going to transform just like it. It's going to look good, man.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, I had somebody had this up on their page the other day, and I was like, wait, is this a new Masterpiece?
Yeah.
Prime? I'm like, holy
And
crap,
that's what I
this is
thought at
legend.
first, but now it's a Legends. So
Yeah, I was disappointed that Magic Square didn't have any presence at the virtual TFCon. I was hoping to see a couple
Yeah.
things from them.
I'm surprised that New Age didn't either.
Yeah, I don't think there were any legends. Come to think of it,
Exception of
No,
Zeta.
there was the Zeta.
oh, those four. That doesn't count.
The Zeta story, yeah.
What we got
Alright.
next?
All right, so let's see here. We can just skim through some of the miscellaneous shit. Here we go.
Yes.
So anybody
Cool.
like the Ben Reilly version of Spider-Man?
I'm absolutely doing that one.
You a fan,
And-
Damon?
Oh yeah, I like all Spider-Man.
Do you have an art piece for this one too? I thought it for
Actually, I just got through with. I showed you the Spider-Man 2099,
yep. I'm gonna
and
get that.
That's
I
good.
think I have a Riley one. But I have a lot of other pieces for like Amazing for Peter Parker Spider-Man. I have a piece that I'll show you guys here soon. With Spider-Man and the X-Men.
Nice.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
I'm a huge X-Men fan, so I'll probably buy that one from you. This suit.
Oh, also, I just did a Wolverine Nightcrawler piece too, so
Yeah, you showed me that.
you'll have to see that one. My son has the poster in his room. No one else has seen the print yet.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's what exclusive.
Can you show the pictures you sent me of it, or
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm down with this suit, man. I didn't read too much of the story. I just always liked I felt like this is just Spider-Man suit, just reimagined slightly, and I always liked it, so I gotta have it. Plus, Mayfex's Spider-Man buck is it's really good, really good, man.
It looks, yeah, I like it, man. I think it looks, it really, the colors just pop on this thing. The blues, look at that.
all right, here you go. So here's the 2099 that he showed me.
Wow, nice.
Good job, sir.
Damn, that looks good.
Thanks.
Well
And then
done.
here's the other one here that you showed me.
There you go. There's a photo of the poster.
That is dope. That's fire.
Right?
Fire.
Right?
I'm
Oh man. So how many of you are getting this?
down for sure. I already know.
No, not for me, but it's
I'm
really
thinking
nice.
about it. I'm not sure yet.
Only one I haven't gotten from their Spider-Man line is two of them. The Carnage is not out yet. I gotta have that, and the comic cell shaded version of the Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. So, did you guys see Sentinel is doing Iron Spider? It's going to be $99 from BBTS.
That thing
And
is
you're
probably
Cool.
50% diecast too.
That is
That's going to be
stylized
a
dope.
heavy piece.
I have their G-Force figures, so like the Cashian and Gotcha Man, and they're 99% diecast.
Jesus.
It looks
That
good.
thing's in attack mode right there.
Yeah, that's dope. That
Also,
stand though, I don't think I hold it up. Huh? What'd you say?
Oh, so yeah, so it looks like the pieces actually come off, and it comes with the webbing and everything too. Look at that.
Yeah, that webbing is slick. I like that.
That's a good feature. Yeah, looks really, just really good.
Oh yeah, that's a good look right there with the two of them.
Yo,
Dude,
look
it
at the
almost
post.
looks like the same damn figure. Just
Yeah, that looks
repainted.
really good.
Wow. Even though they're slightly stylized, they look good. I like them. Well, not slightly. They are stylized.
Yeah, they're definitely stylized. So
What does it say as far as diecast down there? Does it say it has diecast in it, Jay? Down in
Oh
the
yeah,
description?
made of plastic and die cast.
Yep, I know it. It's probably gonna be over 50%.
I love they say Iron Man figure not included.
Smart.
No, really?
Was that Flames Toys that had an Iron Man? Or they partnered with Sentinel at some point, some way?
I don't know, to be honest.
I know it's one TFCon. Maybe it might have been Reston. They had an Iron Man figure out there. Might be that. I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
So did you guys see this? So they're doing a medieval Spawn. McFarlane's doing another Kickstarter.
Yes.
Huh.
Where's the link for that from me?
And this is an actual statue, right?
That's what I understand. It looks like it's going to be a statue.
Aren't all
Wait a minute.
McFarlane figures statues?
yeah.
Oh, shots
True.
fired.
Yeah.
Listen,
No.
they've come a long way. He's
Hey,
come
When
a
you take
long
them
way.
out of the plastic, the glue disintegrates. You know.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, their DC stuff though. Their DC multiverse stuff is really good.
Dude, it's
Surprising.
weird.
So it only took them 25 years.
He figured it out eventually.
Mhm.
Maybe
This-
he finally started pushing it because McFarlane knows it all. So
This here looks like oh, wait a minute. So this is definitely somebody screwed up on this article because they're saying fully articulated 7-inch
What?
figure, but then they're showing this and calling it a statue.
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Some of
What
us
is it?
drunk when they did that.
Huh.
So maybe the 7-inch was actually what they're sending out, right? The Kickstarter is their 7-inch. Okay, I got it. Yeah, maybe they just copied that over from this, but this is their statue.
Could be. And then now I'm pretty sure Wolf's gonna get this. They're making a Gorilla Grodd from McFarlane.
I don't know. I'm avoiding the video game figures. It's nice. I might, but not the video game stuff.
Didn't you get this one?
I don't
No,
think Rod.
That's Injustice figure.
Yeah, I don't think Rod was in Injustice, was he?
Yeah.
He was? Okay, I
Pretty
know
sure
that.
he was.
Yeah, we were playing it last night. He was in it.
Okay, got it.
All right, so we're doing pretty good on time. I'll do a couple more things and then we'll kind of go from there.
That's the game that I wish that Capcom would have picked up because I
You lose
feel like
Damon?
Huh?
We lost Damon.
Oh yeah, we did. We did.
I wonder if his phone died. He'll probably hit me up in a second.
That's all right.
So here we go. A lot of you guys saw. So here is Hasbro continuing on with
86.
the 86 toy line for Studio Series, and it scales with the Earthrise
stuff?
figures.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm all in on these only.
Oh yeah, I
Just that.
pre-ordered these quick as shit, and you know there's gonna be like exclusives on top of that.
Yeah.
I love that little. I love what they've been doing with all their box art, where it comes with like different scenes and shit with all the different ones.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, that goes back to the original studio line for the movie stuff. It always had an insert from a movie scene or something.
This jazz looks good.
Mhm.
So does this mean that they are on their way to doing a movie jazz? Or I'm sorry, a masterpiece jazz if they
hope
have
so.
the studio series.
Let's hope so.
You'd think so. That elusive jazz.
Mhm. I'm in. So
Yep. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I like the Grimlock too, and that it comes with Willie now. Have they confirmed that Willie actually transforms, or if
it doesn't. It looks like it's a little statue.
Oh,
or
Willie.
something.
I thought you said Willie.
Willie.
I was like,
Grimlock, little Willie.
what character is that? My bad.
Why give me a Grimlock to transform? I mean, a Willie anyway. If it doesn't transform, like get that out of here.
Mhm.
Dump that right out the box.
All right, so continuing with G.I. Joe, hopefully we'll get Damon back in here. But G.I. Joe Classified supposedly dropped some action figures, industries.com listed Lady Jane, Flint, and Major Blood for the next series.
Yeah, the
of
SKUs are
the-
popping up.
The next wave that you'll never find.
Yeah, no shit.
These won't be Target exclusives though. Thank
Yeah.
God.
So you'll be able to get them. Jesus.
Maybe.
Probably pre-order from Hasbro Post
Mhm.
and then have to cancel on you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you what, he talked about that Sergeant Slaughter earlier. I'm excited about that one. And I thought about it. Like,
He's
where's that
been
one going?
holding that back for a while, and I know I have been. So,
That Sergeant Slaughter better not be a Target exclusive, bro.
people would rage.
Jesus Christ.
But so Mezco, on to MezcoCon real quick, and I know we're pushing about 2 hours, so we'll get this done quick. MezcoCon, they dropped some miscellaneous stuff, but then they decided to drop their 112 scale Leatherface, which I'm pretty excited for.
Leatherface, Leatherface, Leatherface.
That's the
And-
figure?
Yeah, this is the figure.
God damn, that looks lifelike.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I thought that was a movie poster at first. That's really good, boys.
Well done.
Let's go to Mesco Toys real quick so I can pull it up. Look at this. I pre-ordered this shit quick because I carry the I'll just cycle through the pictures. Dude, it comes with different heads. Look at this. 3-in-1 heads. Look at that shit. It's from different movies.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Okay.
that looks like the scene from the movie. It's crazy.
Really good.
I wonder if our good buddy Mr. Chris Pinkerton over there at Crashbox had anything to do with these dials.
I don't know.
Be cool if
That's
we
a
did.
scene from a movie. They photoshopped that. You can tell.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that looks pretty Photoshop.
Same right there. Look at that. So it comes with this. It comes with the chainsaw and everything. Oh, whoa. So the chainsaw actually makes sounds too. Like it's actually revved up. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Blood splatter. Dude, it's got the bucket and shit. I don't know if you've seen the movie, but
Bucket old blood.
bucket of blood.
Buckets splatter. I like that. That blood splatter. It's crazy.
Looks like the Storm stuff that they sent out with the Mortal Kombat figures. Except it's painted better.
Mm-hmm. And we'll end on this note real quick. So, did you guys ever have these as a kid?
Yes, I had the blue one.
I was confused as to what these were. So tell me what are these, Wolf?
All right, so way back when we were kids, they had these things out called boglins. They're little hand puppets, little rubber hand puppets. They had movable eyes, movable mouths.
Yeah.
They had big ones like you're seeing right there, and they also had little tiny ones. And the person behind all this, what's his name, Jay? Tim
Clark. So
Tim Clark. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He was sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I wanted a little quick tidbit.
No, go ahead.
So they were actually on. Who was it? Had him on as a guest.
I think it was Breaking the Mold, was it not?
Breaking the Mold had him on, and when I found out who he was, he's actually one of the initial designers, and he owns rights to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually bought one or two from him. So just to kind of throw that info in there. So.
Yeah, he was making the smaller ones for sale, and now he's doing a Kickstarter to bring back the big ones, plus a couple exclusives there. He got an orange one and a skull one, it looks like. But I had the blue one. It was a lot of fun. King Blob, what it was called.
Oh,
but
man.
Yeah, Kickstarter's going on right now. It's already funded, but it's going on at least until I think he said December 27th.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I actually have him on Facebook too. I hit him up.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to pick up some more.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I just thought that was cool. I might get in on that and grab one for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah, trying to see if because the one I have, it's like black, but it's got blue eyes. Oh, I don't see it. But anyway, so yeah, dude, he casts them, he molds them, he does everything, paints everything. I think this might. It looks like this, but it doesn't have the hair. The one I have.
It looks like a troll.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the one that you can actually put your hand inside of it, and it has arms. You can put your fingers in it and move it around. Everything else, like he has a couple different ones. So, kind of gives you a rough idea.
Cool.
So, and that's pretty much it.
Nice.
I'm guessing Damon's phone dropped because he didn't even send me a message on Facebook. So
Got it.
shout out
That's
to him
right.
for coming on.
Yeah,
Sorry his phone had to drop. We'll get him back on here again and as another maybe even a Saturday night.
Yeah, man. And shout out to Yul for attempting to make it too. He had some technical difficulties, so he had to drop out as well. But that's a good place to wrap it, man. So let's go around StreamYard, get some where you at, some shout outs, and let's call it a wrap. Let's wrap it up. So let's start with you, Wolf.
What kind of shout outs this week? Shout out to our special guest. How about that? Just Damon, appreciate you coming on. Yul, I know you had some technical difficulties as well. We appreciate you coming on back. You'll work it out. You could find me in Texas this week trying to survive, not avoiding the COVID.
Oh,
Be careful.
I'm trying. Oh God, I'm trying. People don't care anymore. That's the
You
problem.
got to drive, or are you flying out?
Well, I'm flying.
I was gonna say,
My first airplane ride since March when this all happened. When this all went
Mm.
down. So pray for me if you believe in that kind of thing.
Mask.
Uh,
My bad.
Anyway, you can find me in all the usual social media places: Facebook, Facey Space, Instagram, all the good stuff. Eric Von Wolfenstein. And boys, it was good seeing you this week. Maybe we'll have a meetup this weekend. Jason, you can let us know if you want to.
Yeah. Well, I was hurting big time this weekend, so I couldn't. I was a little loopy and I couldn't function hardly.
So you were on some pretty powerful pain pills, huh?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Do you remember sending my wife the dick pic?
Yes, I do. No, I'm just kidding.
Yikes.
No, I'm joking. That didn't happen.
Yeah. Although I've been saying some funny ass shit in some of the group chats. They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Knowing
Like,
Crystal, she would have flipped it and posted somewhere too.
knowing her, she would have put like Eric's face on the tip of it or something. Yeah.
Sounds about right, but that's all I got for you, boys.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's go to you, Lowry.
Oh man, you can find me in the Facebook groups as Jason Lowry. You could probably find me at PT for the next few weeks. Shout out to you guys for coming on every week. I know this past week it was kind of a little bit different because we did the TFCon thing. So, and shout out to being on with you guys every week. Shout out to my wife and the Total Package podcast. For them, check them out every Thursday. All of our friends at the Roma Collectors, Crashbox, Etchbox, check them out. They're pretty cool. They do a lot of good shit. And Shelf Gravy, shout out to them too, JD and Chan. They do a lot of good Dio stuff work as well as Crashbox. So definitely check them out.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be having them on pretty soon, so be on the
Nice.
lookout. And that's pretty much it for me. How about you, Eric B?
Yo, you can find me, your boy Eric B, in your Facebook groups, Eric and Siobhan Burgess on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, Mr._EW82, where it's primarily my toy photography. I've dropped some stuff recently there, so we back in the grind. I want to give a shout out to our special guests for joining us this week, Damon and also Yul, but also shout out to the guys who joined us for our TFCon reveal live reaction show.
Yep.
First one.
That was pretty fun. Yeah, man. That was fun.
And we'll keep doing them again. That was pretty good.
Yeah, man. It was a good time. Shout out to my wife for allowing me this opportunity to kind of record without having any of the outside distractions or things going on in the background. She takes the girls and keeps them entertained. Love her for that. We celebrated our 8-year wedding anniversary a couple weeks ago on the 20th.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to you guys. It's been fun recording with you guys. This is pretty cool. From week to week. So you can find me here with these gentlemen every week. We drop our show every Thursday. It's around 6 o'clock in the morning. So by the time you get up, you take that morning commute, or if you want to do your morning workout, put us on, man, give us a listen, and then turn right back around and listen to the ladies that night. 8:30, right? Total Pocket Pass.
Yes, 8:30.
Right. We will help you with those gains, bro.
That's it.
That's right.
Yep. And then last thing, you can find us, our board, my wife and I, Kennedy's Village at Kennedy's Village and kennedysvillage.org, where we are doing our best to bridge the gap between sickle cell research and care. We got a fundraiser going right now. You can find that directly on our Facebook page, Eric and Siobhan Burgess, or you can find the link right there on Kennedy's Village. Raising $2,500 so we can bring gifts to the kids who are going to be in the hospital over the holidays. We're a little over halfway there, so with your help, we can help bridge the gap. And with that, guys, the nurse has spoken. We're out of here. It's up to you to listen.
See you next week.